And the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live first-round coverage of the International Challenge.
Oh, I liked that.
Good contact, good result. Frank, the Open Championship will be played at Royal Troon in 2016. It was first played back in 1923. What was first prize then?
A mere 75 pounds, so that equates to about $150 US. And just to give you an idea, the last time they played there, Rich, was back in 2004 when Todd Hamilton beat Ernie Els. He got a whopping 720,000 pounds. That's right, nearly $1.5 million.
The money's nice, but every player would tell you, Frank, it is still all about that claret jug.
It is, and that's actually suited the Americans because since 1962, they've been to Troon 6 times, and 6 times the victor has been American.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Oh, I thought he had that. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Just 5 feet left. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Now the lone par 5 on the back nine, the 16th, and while you might be thinking birdie here, you may want to think again. What are the options off the tee, Frank?
Well, really, there's only one option, and that's keep it short of that burn, which is 280 yards. So that makes that 540 yards play that much longer.
What a tremendous display of power and precision. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is gone.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. So just a formality here. You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Final par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 17th. And what kind of a hole is it, Frank?
Well, this takes your best long iron shot. Normally plays back into the prevailing breeze. You miss this green on the left, it will run all the way down the hill. The bunkers might look short, but if your tee shot isn't hit properly, it'll puff up into that breeze and certainly find a pot bunker.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. So coming off the birdie on the previous hole, a chance now for yet another one.
And momentum all in his favor. Sneaking into contention here. That birdie.
Top 15 now on the leaderboard. Frank, now the final hole here at Royal Troon, and when you think about the legends who have made the walk toward the clubhouse and the claret jug, it really does give you a sense of where you're at. How about Arnold Palmer, Bobby Locke, Tom Watson, Tom Weiskopf? They've all made the walk on this final hole to the claret jug.
And they've all hit great tee shots, and that's really what you need here. There's a bunker for just about every distance you hit the ball. So there's 3 down the left, There's no other way around it but avoiding them, and there's one down the right if you try and play it too safe.
Frank, obviously here at 18, you do not want to be long.
Yeah, err on the side of caution here. You're exactly right. You'd rather be 30 feet short of this flag than 30 feet over the back of the screen, because it might just be out of bounds.
Nothing wrong with that one. Only about 15 feet away and a chance for birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. He'd settle for par here. He needs this for par. Holding steady now at 2 under par. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports for our entire crew. I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the International Challenge.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
This is a good-looking shot. He's hit the green, but his work is by no means finished. A difficult putt coming up from about 25 feet. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Settles in over the putt. Has his par. Frank, here's the only par 5 on the back 9 at Royal Troon.
You'd think at 542 yards it would be reachable, but the burn that cuts across really limits the tee shot to about 280 yards. So it's very much about placing that second shot in a good distance for your third.
In the 1997 Open Championship here at Royal Troon, you played with Tiger Woods in the third round. What did he do at this 16th hole?
He hit a driver for his second shot into a head breeze from about 270 yards. Managed to get it on the green, then knocked it in from about 45 feet for eagle.
You knew he was something special back then, didn't you?
Yeah, he was the only one that even tried that shot.
That was just a beautiful drive and hit it solid and right in the middle.
Second shot.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Ooh, almost fell, just a few inches from dropping.
Sometimes the game just isn't fair.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. It's putt for birdie.
All things pointed to a good week. Birdie there, very important right now.
Playing some good golf. Frank, now to the hole they call Rabbit, 222-yard par 3.
I don't know why it's called Rabbit, because this is certainly some tough par 3. Green sits up a little bit. There's a big roll-off on the left side, well bunkered. This takes a brilliant long iron shot just to keep it on the green.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Solid play, heart of the green. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Did the job right there. Frank, now the final hole, steeped in so much history. When you think about the legends of the game who have walked off this tee on their way to the claret jug, guys like Tom Watson, Arnold Palmer, Bobby Locke.
Yeah, if you've got a one-shot lead, just one for a little extra. What a great shot. Smoked that one.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Good swing, good shot yet again. So maybe a nice way to finish up with a good approach here to the 18th and a good chance for birdie. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Frank, I thought that was in.
Now, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. He'll take par and move on. Frank, right where you want to be at the midway point of a tournament.
Yeah, you know your game's solid. The focus is more on the leader and that you can just go out and play. Excellent position to be in.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live third-round coverage of the International Challenge.
I tell you, there's long and long, and that, with a little bit of breeze behind, it's long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up. On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. That's a good birdie right there. And to 4 under par for the championship. Frank, another great example of links golf. It's not a particularly long hole, but there is trouble if you hit it offline.
Yeah, there's a bunker down there at about 280 yards that has to be avoided. Only the long hitters, or perhaps the wind behind your back, is the reason to take that bunker.
And that ball is absolutely scorched. Just hit a seed out there. Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie. Frank, looking at the third, what are the sort of key decisions that you have to make?
There's 2 bunkers down the left. They're not really the issue. They're the burn. That's about 285 yards. This is not a hole, really. You just take the driver out and swing away. Just something that stays up short of that's just going to leave you a short iron in.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Pretty good shot right there. Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business. So close. Not used to seeing that. Going to drop a shot at the third. Just a couple of feet. Bit unfortunate. Loses a shot here with that bogey. And now let's go down to the action at the fourth. Frank, this would be a good time to get it going. Made some pars to this point, but if you want to win, you have to make birdies.
Rich, I think the thought of winning has to be removed from one's psyche right now. You've just got to worry about what's in front of you. It just looks confused, forgetting about playing the actual game itself. Winning happens by a series of good shots. Let's get back to the basics of playing golf.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Well, he's on the green, but still plenty of work left. About a 25-footer coming up. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round.
What a birdie. Now just a handful of players in contention.
On to the fifth hole now, Frank, and this is really where the old course starts to test the golfers. It's just over 200 yards. You happy with a par 3 here?
You are. This is one of the toughest shots, certainly on the outward 9. There's 4 bunkers of this par 3. You don't really worry about the one that's short left, but the one just on the front right of the green is the biggest concern. You've either got to go around it or carry it.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Starting to put it together right now, Frank.
Join that trio at the top.
Now to the 601-yard behemoth par 5 6th hole. You can pay the steep price here, Frank, for a mistake.
You can. You can't reach this green with your tee shot, so there's no reason to even try. A good drive, if it bounds down the right side and will eventually go left, would perhaps give you a chance to reach this par 5 and 2. But this is one tee shot to concentrate on.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole.
Second shot.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
And it makes the green in regulation. So just a formality here. Frank, this is a good position to be in for a player. Making birdies, making some moves.
We're starting to get the momentum, too, for the finish.
So through 54 holes, a really good position inside the top 5 with 1 round to go.
Yeah, and those handful of players that we're looking at, Rich, they certainly have looked the best players this week, which makes tomorrow look like a real thriller.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the International Challenge. tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Doesn't dig into the lead with that par, but Frank, sometimes, and you know this as well as anyone, you just have to kind of maintain your footing out there. Couldn't ask for too much better here. 190 now on the second shot. Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
And with that birdie, moves to third place. Now the lone par 5 on the back nine, the 16th, and while you might be thinking birdie here, you may want to think again. What are the options off the tee, Frank?
Well, really, there's only one option, and that's keep it short of that burn, which is 280 yards. So that makes that 540 yards play that much longer.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Done much better than that. Eagle is very possible. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Wow, Frank, I did not expect that. An eagle. #17th here at Royal Troon. This is a very strong par 3, isn't it, Frank?
Well, if rabbits have teeth, then this is why it's called rabbit. Very, very strong par 3.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
Sinks it. Frank, now the final hole, steeped in so much history. When you think about the legends of the game who have walked off this tee on their way to the claret jug, guys like Tom Watson, Arnold Palmer, Bobby Locke.
Yeah, if you've got a one-shot lead standing on this tee, somehow you have to avoid those 4 bunkers. 3 down the left, 1 down the right, with a strip of fairway in between.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a hole, number 18, where you don't want to be in a hurry to get to the clubhouse.
Yeah, there's out of bounds just off the back of this green, so you might want to keep that in the back of your mind. Don't go long.
Yeah, OB is just steps from the clubhouse. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
And he's made it onto the green now. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, it was a great setting with great crowds. We saw plenty of very good golf. Your thoughts?
I think the course really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf. And it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think seeing the guys tested, seeing the players tested at this level, it was a treat.